Saturday's third video for you is breaking news is from Dessie city, Volo zone, Amhara region. Fighting is being reported in Dessie between Fano and Ethiopian National Defense Force. How did this fighting start? In earlier reporting in previous videos, we talked about some efforts by Fano to regroup, to start an armed resistance in some parts of Amhara region. A second news story is about Ginbot 20. Today on the 28th of May, especially Tigray is celebrating this day, which marks the end of Mengistu Haile Mariam's regime. What about Ethiopian PM and President? Have they shared any congratulatory message with the people of Ethiopia? 2 years ago, I remember PM Abiy congratulated all Ethiopians on this day. What about today? Did he talk about this day? Third news story is about a political party in Ethiopia which seems to be splitting. We could see splits. We saw splits in Nama, National Movement of Amharas. Party is due to hold General Assembly there, but serious splits are emerging. Now this is another party where party leader is being challenged by a person who wants to contest election against party leader. A fourth news story is about second round of operation against Oromo Liberation Army. We have some pictures for you. Dozens of buses carrying government forces have arrived in western Oromia. Four-layered front is being formed by security forces against OLA. We have some details for you. Before these four news stories, a quick one from Eritrea, where Biniam Girmay, champion cyclist, was warmly welcomed in Eritrea. He received hero's welcome there. You can see some pictures on your screen from Eritrea. Biniam Girmay won Giro d'Italia stage a few days ago. I think it was 10th stage. Then he injured his eye while celebrating. He opened a champagne bottle and the cork flew into his eye. He's back home in Eritrea and you see how he was welcomed in Eritrea. Now here's some new stories. Breaking news is from Dessie. We have been continuously updating you about ongoing operation against Fano, and then the reaction against this operation. People are speaking out. Journalists are being arrested. Fano members are resisting. Curfew imposed in some places. Fano commanders are resisting. Their houses under siege. Zamina Kasi's house, Masisha house. They have been arrested so far though. Now we have a new story from Dessie. Again, Fano government forces conflict reported there. Here several sources have confirmed that clashes are going on between Ethiopian National Defense Force and Volo Fano. Volo Fano is newly established Fano, whereas Fano was mainly in Gojam and Gondar last year, but after the start of TDF's military offensive on Amhara, we saw Fano spread into Volo as well. And in Volo, we have seen several clashes between Fano members and government forces. In Voldia, we saw protest in support of Fano a few weeks ago when government forces tried to arrest and disarm Mehret Wodajo, who is East Amhara Fano commander. Then we saw in Voldia that Government forces 3 days ago seized the headquarters of East Amhara Fano in Voldia. Now, Dessie, viewers, where reportedly government forces, Ethiopian National Defense Force, tried to encircle a Fano camp, a base of this Amhara armed militia there. Fano members resisted. Exchange of gunfire started. Reportedly, Ethiopian military had to retreat, but later it regrouped, and once again clashes are ongoing in Dessie. This issue of disarming of Fano is becoming a serious issue because Fano is resisting. Though government forces are trying to disarm Fano, but they are meeting with resistance. And in previous video we reported that in Gajam, reportedly several hundred Fano members, Amhara youth, they are planning armed resistance. They are trying to reorganize in the face of this campaign, military campaign by government forces, and armed resistance is being planned in Gujam. Now we're seeing fighting in Dessie as well. Government will have to resolve this issue diplomatically, politically, through dialogue. It seems that if this operation goes on, we could see its reaction. Government is trying to disarm Fano. It wants to dismantle Fano, I think. Though it has not acknowledged that. It says that action is against criminal elements in Fano. It's not against Fano, but it is against Fano. Government wants to disarm Fano. It wants to dismantle Fano like it dismantled Kairos of Oromia. But here we are seeing stiff resistance from different Fano factions across Amhara region. Second news story is about Ginbot 20. I hope my pronunciation is correct about this word Ginbot 20, which was regularly celebrated when TPLF was in power in Addis Ababa. The day marks the victory of TPLF, EPLF over Derg military of Mengistu Haile Mariam in 1991. 2 years ago, Ethiopian PM Abiy congratulated Ethiopians on 28th of May, Ethiopian calendar on Ginbot 20 day. This year, silence. So far, no statement from Ethiopian PM. No statement from Ethiopian president so far. And interestingly, Russian President Vladimir Putin, through Russian embassy in Addis Ababa, sent a congratulatory message to President Sahle-Work and PM Abiy that it's a day of victory of democratic forces over dictatorship. But you see that Ethiopia is a divided nation. Tigray is celebrating it, and Amhara region is against this celebration. Tigray, Amhara, Ethiopia as a whole. Ethiopia needs a new start, viewers. There are so many disagreements, differences that it's difficult to agree on a common history. We need to have at least common shared present and future if people are willing, if regions are willing to sit together. A third news story is about a political party which could see splits in coming days, it seems. Viewers, I think 2 to 3 months ago, National Election Board of Ethiopia directed that all political parties hold internal elections, party elections. We saw Prosperity Party organize General Assembly. PM Abiy was elected as party chairman, and Demake Mekonnen and another one were elected as vice chairman of the party. But some other parties split after this direction, and they had to conduct general assemblies, like Nama. Nama conducted party election, but the election was challenged by party members. They lodged a complaint with National Election Board of Ethiopia, and the election held by the party was declared null and void by Election Board of Ethiopia. Now, Nama will hold election once again, but before that, party is splitting. We're seeing that Dessie Chane has resigned from executive committee, and it will be difficult for Blatte Mola to be elected. We could see the same in EZEMA, Berhanu Nega's party, which is due to hold party election in coming days in accordance with the directions of National Election Board of Ethiopia. Now there is a challenger who has announced to contest party election against Berhanu Nega. Who is this person? His name is Andualam Arega. Andualam Arega has announced his candidacy against Berhanu Nega. He is criticizing Berhanu Nega that his policies have led to problems for the people, for the members of the party. Though he says that he does not have any personal vendetta, any personal differences with Berhanu Nega. Differences are political, and it's beauty of democracy that individuals must have difference of opinion, and then they should try to find common ground. Let's see when will this election be held. Will Andualam Arega have some support in the party? That remains to be seen. It is being said that this announcement by Andualam Arega could lead to splits. Let's see. Question is, who will conduct party election? Will some neutral body with the trust of Berhanu Nega and this candidate be allowed to conduct party election in a free and fair manner? So that remains to be seen. Lastly, was very important news story is from Oromia region, where second round of military operation against OLA is starting. We have some pictures for you. The pictures are from western Oromia. You can see on your screen. These pictures are from West Shava zone of Oromia, situated to the west of Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Here several buses can be seen which arrived in Ambo town. Hundreds of soldiers were there on board these buses. So new reinforcements are being sent to western part of Oromia. Second round of operation against OLA is about to start, and 4-layered front line has been prepared by government forces. In first line, there are locals, reportedly, farmers, locals who are working as informers on behalf of government forces. So they want to get intelligence, information about OLA. Then they share the information with government forces. In the second line, behind these informers are Oromia militias, government-backed militias. Then third line has Oromia Special Force and Oromia Police. And fourth tier has Ethiopian National Defense Force, Ethiopian Federal Police. So 4-layered military offensive against OLA is about to start. Some say it has already started in some parts of Oromia. Western Oromia and Southern Oromia are two main places, and Central Oromia as well. West Shava will be the target of this new operation. Can this second phase work? That remains to be seen, viewers. But almost 40 days have passed since the start of this military campaign against OLA. Regional government says that OLA is no more a threat. But you're seeing that Reinforcements are pouring in Oromia for the start of a new round of military campaign against OLA. Thank you for watching.